moth destruction in your frames. I have some frames here that I had put away that were cleaned out, and I did in fact put them in the freezer before I extracted any honey to kill the wax moths, but then after I spun them out, I put them in another container that I thought was airproof, and it wasn't, and I'll show you the results of that. Okay, here's the frames that Ken gave his girls for their little buffet. These are the ones we spun out, and they have been picked clean. These girls did a beautiful job. Look at that. So these I am going to put in hopefully an airtight container, and I'm going to put a shelf up where it can get a lot of ventilation and light that I'm praying will keep the wax moths away. These are the frames that I put away, gosh, the beginning of spring. And you can see, I can't, that still has a little bit of pollen and stuff in it, but that is evidence of wax moth. Here's some even more dire results. There's a wax moth right there, it's dead now. There's the larva. And what Ken told me to do, since the wax moths got in here at some point, he told me to just kill them all by pouring rubbing alcohol on all the frames and then cover up. See, there's a whole bunch of larvae right there. I could have just put these frames out in the chicken yard and let the girls eat the larvae. They would have loved it, but I didn't want to take that much time. So now that I've killed off, and I put the rubbing alcohol on there, and then I covered it back up. So I think I've killed everybody here that needs to be killed. So now I'm going to set all these frames out in the sunshine. Ken told me that it won't hurt any bees that come and investigate. They should be fine. But I'll do that tomorrow, I think. So that's what can happen if you don't properly store your frames. Wax moths are horrible, and they will really do a number on your frames. So you get that black, sticky, webby grossness. They like the wax. They like the pollen and the nectar, and they like the wax. Even the new frames that I had in here that had no pollen or anything on it, I saw some wax moths on these. They didn't destroy it as much, but there were moths present. So I just kicked those off and squished them. So just more ickiness. One thing to keep in mind.